Hey guys, this is Nick with Survival 101. I'm just going to give you a quick garden update right now, and everything's looking good. Tomatoes have a bunch of blossoms. Okay, start off with the cherry. The cherry tomato is looking great. You see all these blossoms. It's getting mini tomatoes, teeny tiny ones. And has some larger ones right down there, a whole thing of them. Just a lot of blossoms, looking very healthy. My beefsteak, also looking good. It's gotten very tall. Same with the cherry, almost to the top of the 4-foot cage. And this is doing good. It has some tomatoes, as you can see here. Some more over there. It's full of blossoms. Hope this will give me a big harvest in a few weeks. Now this tomato is also very happy with it. It has been giving a bunch of blossoms, and now it is getting its tomatoes, as you can see right there. Now one thing about cherry tomato is this morning this branch fell down on top of these green beans that are just starting to sprout, so I had to tie it up. What I did was I took some shoelace and I looped it around the bottom and just tied it right to the cage, and hopefully that holds up good. As for my peppers, they also look very healthy. If you look in the center, they're getting some little buds. These will be blossoms, and then eventually the peppers, I'm hoping. I don't know why this one bug keeps going on them. But here, more buds, be peppers soon. Same goes for all these. So overall, my bell peppers here look very healthy. Now the 2 cucumbers that Frank gave me, they're looking healthy. Pretty sure they're going to be getting vines soon. They are a little, right now, not doing as good as the others, but that is mainly since I planted them later. My watermelons, looking good for the most part. They'll be getting their vines soon. There's a lot of new growth on them. Now, my cucumbers, on the other hand, they're doing great. This cantaloupe, actually, I'm very surprised with this. Look at all the blossoms. And a few weeks ago, this didn't even have a vine. My cucumbers got vines before it. But now, it is all the way climbing up the trellis. So, can't wait till that gets going. These cucumbers are doing great. Look here, that's a mini cucumber behind that blossom. And they're attaching to the trellis. As you can see, that vine coming from it. All bunch of blossoms looking great. Same goes for this cucumber. And this guy is huge. Look at all these leaves. Very healthy. Another mini cucumber, pretty good size. Well, it's not good enough to eat, but compared to the others, it's good size. This one also has a mini cucumber. This guy's been giving me quite a bit of trouble trying to train him to grow up the trellis. It just doesn't want to, I guess, but I'll keep working with this guy, and staking it up, trying to train it. That cucumber's been pretty stubborn too, but once it gets bigger, I'll just be able to wrap it up on the trellis for it. So, tomatoes and cucumbers, cantaloupe looking great. Green beans here, I planted to put these seeds in the ground like a week or so ago. I'm very happy with how they're doing. You can see a bunch of them are now coming up, all these little loops. That's what green beans look like when they come up. Happy with them. Bunch of little loops. I really like green beans, so hopefully they do good. If not, I'll have some extra space in my raised bed where I can be planting some of them. So that's the green beans. Now my aphid problem is getting under control now. For the most part, the aphids have been killed. Their numbers have greatly diminished. And one of my subscribers' name is Mary's Test Kitchen. She gave me a great tip on how to get aphids off your plants without having to use a spray. I don't know if you're going to be able to see these because they're so tiny on this camera, but do you see this red one right there? Well, all you have to do is get a Q-tip like I have, and let me zoom out, get a better view. Just go right up to the aphid, take it with the Q-tip. It's a little fluffed up, and if you see that dot, they stick right to the Q-tip. So anybody has a problem with aphids, a Q-tip is the way to go. They'll stick right to it, and that'll end your problem. But if, like me, if you have millions, you have to spray or they'll destroy your plants. Now my peppers, these are the chili peppers, hot kind. They're looking good. They're getting little peppers and blossoms. Pleased with these. This guy's a pretty good size one. And my dill, I harvested some last night. It was very good. Dills are very, chives. These chives are very hardy plant. Once they get established, they'll just keep going, come back every year. Same goes with the oregano. And I'll make a separate video on what to do with the oregano once it goes to flower like this. And alright, the herbs are looking good. Here's my basil. This has gotten huge. I picked some leaves last night, so I went with the pizza. Looking great. My cilantro, harvested some of this last night. It's doing great. Near the bottom, it's starting to get some yellow. I think that might be from overwatering, so I'll let off a little bit on them. For the most part, it's doing great, and it's beginning to flower. And the dill is doing good. I also harvested some of this, and it's going to flower, and that'll get dill seed, which is good for cooking. And these two peppers I have in here, these are doing good. For some reason, this one, the leaves are curling up. I don't know why, and if any of you guys know, maybe just leave a comment on that. I'm not sure what that is. So this is the garden for now, and I'll give you an update probably next week, and join us next time on Survival 101.